So, peace, light, and love. And I want to introduce a new concept to you. This is a man called Professor Yoram. Now, um, I can
משרד הבריאות,
translate.
אני חושב שהרזומה הזה, הוא שם בפרופורציות קצת את הדברים שאתה מסביר בימים המטורפים האלה של קורונה, ורציתי לשאול אותך, איזה עוד מגפות בהיסטוריה האנושית היו דומות לקורונה, או קשורות לסדרי גודל?
He's asking how many. He's a professor of medicine. He has a lot of experience with disease, and he thinks that the coronavirus is hysteria. And why? He's talking about other plagues in the history of the world, modern history, who have been much, much worse and haven't caused a complete shutdown of the economy. And he claims basically that the damages of closing up all the schools, all the workplaces will be so much greater. He says it's every day it's costing us 1 million shekel a day, and he says it's completely unnecessary, and he claims his theory is that it's an hysterical reaction of the social media, which is why it's worldwide. And he said there would have been hope had the USA, which is a world leader, had a president who was reliable and people would listen to him and he could explain. He said he began to say something like that, but then people are shutting down voices that criticize the claim that coronavirus is no more dangerous than the flu. And other diseases he mentions are smallpox, which something maybe not a lot of people know, but 90% of the Native Americans were killed not by cowboys but by diseases of smallpox brought over by the Europeans who were carriers of this disease. 90% of the Native Americans. And there were other cases of indigenous populations killed because of the contact with people that carried viruses that were not previously known. Because this professor says the most important matter in dealing with flu-like diseases and viruses is the immune system. The immune system of healthy individuals will develop immunity to this virus. The people that are at risk are people with other health issues, people that have health issues. And the reason why in Italy the plague has hit them so hard is because Italy is well known, he said, to the doctors, the healthcare community knows that in Italy there are a lot of diseases that are connected with a respiratory system, the breathing system. So a lot of people that died from cancer and other related diseases, and the virus was just a trigger. But most people are healthy and can deal with it. And it's true what they said at the beginning. There were voices saying this is just like the flu. There are more people that die of the flu. In the US, for instance, it hit hard. A lot of nursing homes where elderly population reside. In Israel, the people that died are over 70. We just had a case now. The man is 93 years old. His daughter is very angry at the health system. He's 93 years old, man. About 10 years longer. He lived 10 years longer than the life expectancy in Israel. 83 is the life expectancy for males. He's 93 years old. He died, and he died of a heart failure. He had other diseases, but he's presented as a victim of corona. And this is a gross distortion. This is what the professor says. Let's see what he says. Listen to him.
הדבר הכי קרוב אלינו זה מה שנקרא בשנת 2009.
2009.
קראו לזה מגפת שפעת החזירים.
It was called the pig flu.
בטח, אמרו שהעולם יושמד.
People were very afraid 2009.
מה זאת אומרת? היה וירוס חדש.
It was a new virus.
מסוכן.
Very dangerous.
שפעת זה מחלה קשה.
Flu is a difficult disease. There was no vaccination.
החיסון הגיע חצי שנה אחרי כן.
A half a year later came the vaccination.
רשתות חברתיות.
But there was no social media in 2009. The social media were not as strong as they are now. That's the point he's making.
יש לנו פה עכשיו מגפה, היא מגפה של רשתות חברתיות.
This is a plague of the social media
שיצרו מפלצת חרדתית
that caused
אדירה, עד כדי כך
a monster
שגם
of fear.
הממשלות בכל העולם,
Also, the governments,
שמפחדות מהציבור,
they're afraid.
הגל הזה שטף גם אותם.
The government of
אז
the
זה
world were
הדוגמה הכי
influenced.
קלה ופשוטה, יש
Governments.
מספרים, מיליארד בני אדם נדבקו בשפעת ההיא של החזירים.
Million
לא קרה
people,
להם כלום.
a million people were contracted this virus of the pig flu. I don't know what it's called in English. The pig flu in 2009. A million people, milliard. Can you imagine that number? And nothing happened to them.
זה שהגוף שלנו,
Because our body,
לא הממשלה עוצרת,
not the government,
הגוף שלנו.
זה לא ביבי שעצר את השפעת חזירים?
נוגדנים, לא ביבי.
not Bibi, our prime minister, stopped the plague. It is the antibodies we have in our health system. Healthy individuals who don't have other diseases such as cancer or heart failure or all kinds of respiratory system failures. Healthy individuals, most of the population, they have a natural the immune
הגוף
system.
שלנו מייצר נוגדנים.
We create antibodies.
נקראים IgG.
IgG.
עכשיו התחילו להיזכר בהם במשרד הבריאות. הנוגדנים האלה באים על הנגיף וגומרים עליו.
They attack the virus.
ונשארים אצלך והופכים אותך למחוסן.
And then you become immune.
אז למי יש אינטרס ליצור את הפאניקה הזאת, את הבהלה הזאת? מי מרוויח מזה?
So the interviewer says, who's